The gentleman from Iowa, Mr. Nunn, the lead sponsor.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you to my colleagues from both Arkansas and California for your support of this bill. My bill, the Protect Small Businesses from Excessive Paperwork Act. Mr. Speaker, in just the opening weeks of Congress, we have already led on bipartisan solutions to help our small businesses be successful and get reprieve from the vast overreach that currently emanates from Washington, D.C. Small businesses, as we've noted, are the backbone of America. And in my home state, it makes up nearly 80% of our state's growth alone. Sadly, there are bureaucrats here in Washington who are focused on fines, fees, and prison time for nearly 32 million small businesses who only woke up to new regulations just showing up on the scene. And unfortunately, nearly 23 million of those small businesses have never even heard or received information about the new requirements that they must meet. In fact, some even mistook them for scams coming out of a federal agency they've never even heard of. Small businesses should not bear the risk of fines of up to $600 per fine, per infraction, per day for every violation, and up to nearly 24 months in prison for failure to report on a law they weren't even familiar with. In the first year alone, it will cost a small business around $8,000 in compliance fees. That blows my mind. In fact, it compelled me to invite the director under the Biden administration of FinCEN, Director Gacke, to come to Iowa. And yes, we were Iowa nice to her, but we were Iowa firm. When she spoke to Iowa, when she heard from Sunrisers Popcorn and Bergman Electric and Berg Electric, who told her how much these new requirements would directly impact their Main Street business. And to make matters worse, she told them with a straight face that she'd informed over 7 million businesses and that they'd already complied. This was with only weeks before final implementation went into effect. To be clear, this meant that around 80% of the small businesses remained unaware completely of the new rules and regulations and risked those fines I mentioned. With 99% of Iowa's businesses being those small businesses, those fines would add up and shutter main streets across my community and across this country. Our regulators would total around $160 billion in compliance costs levied upon Main Street businesses, small family farms, and communities across our country. I think we can all agree that regulators should be focused on protecting small businesses, not fining them out of existence. By keeping a small business open, it requires that a mom and pop shop put a lot of hard work and long hours in. It means that new entrepreneurs can be innovative and spend money growing our economy, not trying to meet some arbitrary government regulation. And it should not stifle those with a heavy hand when they're only doing their best to serve our communities. That's why I'm committed to fighting for Main Street. I'm committed for fighting for our family farms. I'm committed to fighting for our hometowns. And this bill will help protect small businesses from excessive paperwork. This is a simple solution that we've worked on together, and it's one of the most pressing concerns small businesses face. So whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, we all have small businesses and a hometown responsibility to fight for them today. And I'm grateful for everyone who helped lead and sponsor this bill, including the National Small Business Association, the U.S. Chambers of Commerce, our national cattlemen, even cowboys want less regulation. I would also like to thank our co-sponsors on this bill, including our co-leads, the House Majority Whip Tom Emmer, and my friends across the aisle, Representative Sharice Davis and Representative Don Davis. As a result, we have the opportunity to once again make sure that not only America is great, but that our hometowns have the opportunity to prosper and hold Washington accountable. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield my time. Thank you.